So I'm here at Funny Farm Rescue with Lori. This is Lori, and we're going to show you a little bit about what goes on here. She's probably the hardest working woman I know, and the animals that come here, they hit the jackpot. So check it out, and I'll let her do the talking.
Well, hello everyone. So this is our German Shepherd puppy. He is a little bit over a year old, and he has mega esophagus. We all have an esophagus, and what happens is it is a moving muscle, and it squeezes together so food can go down into our bellies. So Tucker has a mega esophagus, which is a condition, a disease, that you can see it's supposed to be about all the same width, and it's very, very large in him. So his esophagus does move a little, but not much happens. So basically he would starve to death if he were not here using his Bailey chair so his food can go down by gravity. So we used to have a dog named Chuck. His name was Chuck, short for up Chuck. Bleh. So it's actually regurgitation. It doesn't get down into his belly, so it doesn't come out of his belly. So it's not really throw up, it's regurgitation. So when a mega esophagus dog eats like cat food or sneaks a snack, he says, "Oh no, I didn't eat anything." You know sure well that he did because it just comes out whole by itself without bile from your stomach. And so there's no fibbing to mommy when he sneaks a treat. So Tucker, you want to eat? He's sleeping. Tucker, come on, let's go eat. He's like, "Mom, I just ate a few minutes ago." Tucker, you ready? You want to eat? All right, look what we got. He thinks I'm tricking him. Do you want some? You shouldn't have fed him that whole thing. We just fed him a little bit ago, and then Bill asked us, "Come on, let's go eat." All right, get in your chair. Come on, get in. 5 screaming, yes. All right. So he gets in his chair by himself, and then he sits up. It took Tucker about 3 months to learn how to get in his chair. A woman that gave us, surrendered Tucker to us, she bought a German Shepherd, female, and it turned out she was pregnant. She did not know that. She saw these little black things on her porch and said, "What is that?" Here there were 9 baby puppies, German Shepherd, and one was stillborn, one was Tucker. So they're all pretty healthy except for that one and Tucker. The rest were a little special. Because of the interbreeding, sometimes we have defects with dogs. So that's what's wrong with interbreeding. A lot of people say, does it always happen with German Shepherds? They're trying to keep those lines strong a lot of times because of interbreeding, because you want a full-bred German Shepherd. Well, this one, wasn't a breeder. They didn't know that she had made it with another German Shepherd that was related to her, to him, or to the female, and then that's what happened to Tucker. So he has to eat blended food, mixed up in a blender 7 times a day. We get about 2 bowls at a time, so it's about 14, a minimum of 14 bowls of food into his stomach by way of the Bailey chair. This is a chair that mega esophagus dogs have to sit up in, and so because his esophagus is enlarged, he has to sit up, and then the gravity will take the food down into his belly. You can see it here. So that's his esophagus highlighted. If he eats like a regular dog on all 4s, that's what happens. It just sits there. So when the esophagus moves, nothing happens. So when our friend Cindy took him to the vet, she didn't know it was wrong. The vets say, euthanize him. That's always the answer. They say they won't live past 6 months, even with the Bailey chair, that, you should put them down. So she was not okay with that. She did some research, and one of her friends knew of Chucky, who sadly we lost last January. But he didn't even die of mega esophagus. He wound up dying of a heart attack. So he had a long life for a mega esophagus puppy. I didn't know if I wanted another dog. It broke my heart when Chucky died, because when a dog needs you to feed him, to hold him up, you become extra bonded. So Chucky was a pretty independent dog, and he could be a little aggressive. If a kid came over to try and pet him, he'd say, "Hey kid, back off, that's my food." Tucker, there's not a mean bone in his body. He's like, "You want some? I'll share." So after he's done licking the bowl, if anybody would like to come up and see Tucker, you can pet him, take a picture with him. We not only have Chucky, the miracle dog, to tell people about mega esophagus, to make people aware that it doesn't have to be a death sentence for them. This is Matt Reeves, our author of the book. We also have a movie out that we premiered about 2 months ago, and during the filming, Chucky died. So we soon thereafter got Tucker, and so wound up being a pretty happy ending, although Chucky died during the filming. It was really, really difficult for me. But it's more important for me to get the word out about mega esophagus, and that it doesn't have to be a death sentence for these guys and gals. So if anybody's ready, you can come up and see Tucker, get a little picture with him. Come here, Tuck. Like I said, he's a little bit of a mommy's boy, so he wants to be held. Chucky would sit up by himself and fall asleep in his chair. Not Tucker. You can jump right up if you want. Like, come on up, stand up. You're allowed to stand up on the picnic tables at the funny farm.
They all stand up.
Is this one in your hand? Did you get that?
You know, look, better than butts. There it is. Look there.
Lonnie and Day, I'm waiting for you guys. Wait till your turn, okay?
Thank you. So you see one example of the incredible work that she does, her and her staff and volunteers. It's unbelievable. So I'm going to walk you around the Funny Farm a little bit. Funnyfarmrescue.org. Check them out. She and Bring Bird, it's already in the comments. They are well worth it. Anyway, here we go. I'll shut up now. So right now I'm walking over to a pen. Yogi's in there. Yogi's a calf that was brought from milk production farm. Basically someone brought him in the back of his car. That's a whole other story by itself. I have pictures of young staff with Yogi on her lap asleep in the barn. Maybe I'll post that later. And he was tiny, like maybe a little bit big dog sized. This is Yogi today. Yogi got big. So let's see, we'll walk around now to the pigs. If it wasn't for Funny Farm, these animals would probably not be alive. So, yeah. Here's the pigs. I don't know all of them, but the big one is Daisy. There's bunnies. There's more peacocks up top. And chickens. Well, you know, you would not believe how many eggs this place turns out. is the emu. There's a good story about that emu. I'm pretty sure it's the same one. I'm gonna have to ask Lori later. He escaped and he was chased all around southern New Jersey all winter long, and there were sightings of him like a UFO. And this went on for months, and eventually she did get him back. I'm pretty sure it's the same one. Yeah. So we'll walk around and see what else we have. Hello. Oh yeah, we didn't go through the barn. Let's go through the barn. Lots of goats, and there's a cat house in there with literally a couple hundred cats, and they are well taken care of. They do take donations of food, could not survive without it. The amount of donations she gets does not cover running this place herself. So anything you guys want to give helps. I guess the cats aren't home because it's nice out.
It's okay, you won't hurt you.
Excuse me.
Oh, sorry.
That's all.
Watch out, little one.
Okay. I guess all the goats are out here, so we're gonna go and see them. And yeah. Bo is at home. We're really not even allowed to bring Bo today, and there's enough animals and people here. Too much confusion. Anyway, we're gonna shut it off now. Hopefully you got a good look at the place. Post questions in the comments and I'll answer them. See you.
No.